What if everything you thought you knew about the Corvette just became outdated overnight? Because the 2026-27 Chevrolet Corvette C9 isn't just an evolution, it's a complete reset of what an American supercar can be. Right from the first glance, you can feel it. This is Premium Automotive Reviews, where we don't just look at cars, we understand what they mean for the future. And trust me, this machine hides more than just aggressive styling. There are details here that completely change how you experience performance, and most people will miss them. Look at that stance, low, wide, and impossibly sharp. The C9 doesn't follow the C8, it challenges it. Every line feels more surgical, more aerodynamic, almost like it's been carved by airflow itself. The front end is sharper, more focused, with ultra-slim LED lighting that looks less like headlights and more like precision instruments. The air intakes aren't just for show anymore. They feel functional, calculated, engineered to feed something serious hiding underneath bed. And then your eyes move across the body. Those sculpted side channels, the aggressive carbon elements, the way the roofline flows into that futuristic rear. It's not just design, it's intent. This car doesn't want attention, it demands it. And when it passes by, you don't just hear it, you feel the presence. But here's where it gets interesting. That rear design. The quad exhaust setup, the razor-sharp LED signature, and a diffuser that looks straight out of a hypercar. This isn't just styling for drama. It's performance working silently in the background. Downforce, cooling, stability, everything is working together. Everything is working together in ways older generations never could. And just when you think the exterior is the highlight, you step inside. The interior of the C9 feels like stepping into the next decade. Gone is the traditional cockpit feel. This is something far more immersive. The driver-focused layout wraps around you like a command center. Digital. Well, you are ready for what it represents. Digital displays are seamlessly integrated, not just placed. The main screen feels alive, adapting to your driving style, showing exactly what you need at the right moment. Materials, this is where things get serious. Alcantara, carbon fiber, precision stitching, everything feels intentional. Nothing is overdone, nothing is cheap. Even the ambient lighting has a purpose. It subtly shifts depending on drive modes, almost like the car is communicating with you without saying a word. And then comes the technology. This is where the C9 quietly separates itself. AI-assisted driving systems that learn your behavior. Over-the-air updates that actually change how the car performs over time. A connectivity system that doesn't feel like an add-on, but a core part of the experience. You're not just driving a car anymore. You're interacting with a machine that evolves. But let's talk about what really matters. What happens when you press that throttle? Because this is where things get controversial. There are strong whispers that the C9 isn't sticking to just one identity. Yes, the legendary V8 presence is still expected, but now it's paired with hybrid assistance in some variants. That means instant torque, sharper acceleration, and a completely different kind of power delivery. We're talking about numbers that could push well beyond 700 horsepower, possibly even touching hypercar territory, depending on the trim. But here's the key. It doesn't just feel fast, it feels intelligent. Power comes in smoothly, aggressively, but controlled. The car knows what you want before you fully commit. The handling? This is where the evolution becomes obvious. With a refined mid-engine layout, upgraded suspension geometry, and next-gen traction systems, the C9 doesn't just stick to the road, it reads it. Corners feel tighter, more predictable. High-speed stability feels almost unreal. It's the kind of confidence that changes how you drive. And naturally, all of this raises one big question. What's it going to cost? Early expectations suggest a starting price somewhere in the range of high-end sports territory, but still positioned below European exotics. That's where the Corvette has always played smart. You're getting performance that rivals machines twice the price, but without losing that raw American identity. And when you factor in everything, the design, the technology, the performance, it starts to feel less like a purchase and more like an investment into the future of driving. Safety hasn't been ignored either. Advanced driver assistance systems, predictive braking, lane intelligence, and real-time environment monitoring all work quietly behind the scenes. You're protected, but never disconnected from the drive. And surprisingly, it's still usable. That's the beauty of it. Despite all this performance, the C9 is designed to be driven daily. Comfortable seating, smart storage, refined ride quality. It doesn't punish you for choosing performance, it adapts to your life. Now compare that to older generations. They were fast, aggressive, iconic. But this is different. This feels like a statement. A shift. A signal that the future of performance isn't just about power anymore. It's about intelligence, balance, and experience. So who is this car really for? It's for the driver who wants more than just speed, someone who understands that true performance is about connection, about how a car makes you feel every single time you sit behind the wheel. And in that sense, the C9 might be the most complete Corvette ever created, because this doesn't feel like the next Corvette, it feels like the beginning of something entirely new. And if this is the direction things are going, the rest of the industry has a lot to worry about. If you see the future the same way, make sure you're part of the conversation. Drop your thoughts and stay connected with premium automotive reviews for more deep dives like this. Disclaimer: this video is based on early information, industry insights, and conceptual interpretations of the upcoming 2026 and conceptual interpretations of the upcoming 2627 Chevrolet Corvette C9. Final production specifications, features, pricing, and performance details may vary upon official release. This content is intended for information to OTs.